This week, Cruz suspects the woman he loves could be a killer.
Where were you when your father's life support system was shut down?
Santa Barbara, this week.
All right. Where's the map?
Kelly, is that you?
Kelly? All right, Mr. Hartley, where is it? No more games. The map, please.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that's cute. I know you have a photo of it. I want it. Where is it? What was that?
It was out in the hall. It was one of the neighbors.
No, listen, no, it's over there.
Look, it's nothing. It's just an empty room. There's a machine in it.
Go find out.
Carlo, listen. Carlo, get out of here.
Get her!
She can't do anything for you.
Hey, man, she
She can't do anything.
picking up some stuff for his brother.
Hold it. What stuff?
Some books, some clothes. I mean, what difference does it make?
In other words, she's got the map. We've got to get it. Hold it!
All
right there. Let me go. Let him
All right,
go.
Carlo, all right.
All right, never mind that. We've got to get a hold of her. Come on, move it.
Where did she go?
No,
are you kidding? I'm carrying you right to the bed.
Okay.
You're not even going to touch the ground
We've got to be over the threshold by
Except
now.
that,
What's the matter?
I don't remember there being a potted plant and the stuff here before.
What is this?
Well, either it's the Botanical Gardens or it's the Tiki Lounge on Route 7. Oh, check this out. Here we go. Oh, they're cool even. Well, darling, welcome to the islands.
Who did this and when, and most importantly, why?
I don't know why. I don't care, but let's say the pina coladas are all later.
Where were you when your father's life support system was shut down?
Fuiste tú. Te estoy preguntando, aunque me parece que sé la respuesta.
Si ya sabes la respuesta, ¿para qué haces esto? No me necesitas.
No puedes marcharte así como así. Iden, por favor. Parece como si la fiesta hubiera sido hace 100 años.
Sí, así es.
Me gustaría saber qué hacer para volver donde estábamos antes de todo esto.
No creo que sea posible.
Tu padre sigue vivo. Consiguió sobrevivir.
Y estoy muy agradecida. Estoy segura de que sigues pensando que estás en lo cierto.
¿Acerca de qué?
Acerca de nuestra conversación. Yo insistía en que mi padre tenía que morir. El hecho de que esté vivo hace que tengas razón.
¿Así es como te sientes?
Sí. Estoy contenta de que mi padre esté vivo, lo creas o no.
No te hago esta pregunta porque me guste. No me hace sentir bien. Pero soy un policía. Tengo que interrogar a toda tu familia y eso te incluye a ti.
Lo sé.
Tengo que saber dónde estabais.
Yo estaba con Kirk.
Sí. Toda la noche.
Estoy segura de que Kirk ya te lo ha dicho.
Yo no quiero que me lo diga Kirk. Quiero que me lo digas tú. Necesito saber que no estabas en casa con tu familia. Solo dime que no estabas y nada más.
Y me creerás.
Y te creeré.
I've devoted my life to law, Mary. I like to think that justice is possible every once in a while.
Mason, I can't tell you what I saw.
You saw someone leaving the room. That someone is almost certainly the person who pulled the plug on my father. Now, I'd like to see that person brought to justice. Why do you find that so hard to understand?
I don't find it hard to understand.
Then why won't you tell me who it is?
Mason, because Cruz is conducting an investigation, and if he finds enough evidence to make this person an actual suspect, then
Mary, if you saw someone leaving the room, that person is a suspect. You're just delaying the inevitable by not telling me now.
Look, when Cruz feels the time is right, I'm sure he'll tell you.
Well, I'm sure Cruz is touched by your discretion.
Mason, don't make this into something personal.
You told him and you're not telling me.
Look, I'm trying to do the right thing, all right? When we know more, then...
You're trying to, protect the rights of the accused, is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
Even though the accused tried to murder my father.
Mason, you're too close to this, which is exactly why we need to leave it up to the police.
Well, what about you in the meantime?
What about me?
Well, I mean, you saw someone leaving the room. That someone may have seen you. And that someone would probably think that you're capable of making a positive ID. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that puts you in a dangerous position.
No, Mason, I'm all right.
You don't know that. I'd be a lot better able to protect you if you'd tell me who it is.
I don't need protection.
I'm not going to let this go, Mary. Tell me who it is.
This is ridiculous. I'm not in any danger.
Oh, is that Cruz's expert opinion?
No, it's mine.
Oh, I see. And you know all about the desperation level of someone who thinks he or she may be found out. We're talking about attempted murder. That doesn't exactly sound safe to me,
Mason,
Mary.
just stop it.
I'm trying to keep you from making the same mistake your sister did.
What does Christy have to do with this?
Christy had been honest with you from the beginning. Think how much heartache we could have avoided.
Mason, this is not the same at all. I am not acting out of fear.
Then you just don't trust me.
Don't oversimplify this. Look, can't you just accept that I have my reasons which are important to me?
So I should just accept your judgment and back off, right? No questions asked?
That's right. It's called trust. Don't I deserve a little trust?
Well, what if I had trusted your judgment from the beginning?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you used to say that we shouldn't be seeing each other. You were absolutely certain we had no future whatsoever.
Yeah, well, maybe I was right.
You mean that?
No.
Do you mean that?
I was angry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry for making you angry. You know I love you.
Then, Mason, don't ask me any more questions.
All right. I know now it's a member of the family, at least.
Now, why do you say that?
Because you wouldn't be so reluctant to tell me if it weren't. And I know who it is.
I'm not going to listen to this.
No big surprise, really. She's a logical one, especially considering her well-advertised inclination to putting my father out of his misery. Where are you going?
I have a job to do. I'm needed upstairs.
It's my family, damn it. Both the suspect and the victim. I have a right to know.
I left the party with Kirk and I went to his apartment. I didn't feel well, so I stayed until the morning.
¿Qué querías que hiciera? Después de haberme humillado en la fiesta. Después de que nuestro compromiso no fuera anunciado. ¿Qué querías? ¿Que volviera a casa y me echara a tus brazos? ¿Querías eso?
No tenías por qué haberte echado en los de Kirk.
No le culpes a él. Él no me dio lecciones de nada. Ni me juzgó, me dejó tranquila.
Todavía no has contestado a mi pregunta.
Ya te lo he dicho. Fui al apartamento de Kirk. Te lo he dicho bien claro. ¿Qué quieres que haga? ¿Que lo jure sobre la Biblia?
Me has dicho que fuiste a casa de Kirk, pero no me has dicho si fuiste o no a tu casa antes.
No fui. No fui a casa de mi padre. De mi familia. Yo no desconecté el enchufe. ¿Eso te convence? ¿Estás contento ya?
Sí.
¿Has terminado? ¿Has terminado?
He terminado.
How can I tell you how happy I am?
Well, let's see. First of all, is it me or is it Hawaiian? Or rather, Nick and Kelly's idea of
I mean
Hawaiian?
it. I have never been happier before in my life.
I feel very close to that, huh? Anybody says that marriage doesn't change anybody's crazy.
I meant every word I said to you today. I love you very much.
I love you.
I never thought this would happen to me, really. Now I have everything, including the strangest friends I could hope for, Nick and Kelly. Look at this place. Have brought in potted palms for our Hawaiian honeymoon.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, why don't we just lie down and see if we can hear the gentle island breezes? You should close your eyes for a second.
Okay.
All right. here again?
I can smell the flowers.
Oh, can you? Oh, that's good. I wish we could have really been in Hawaii. Do you know that?
I'll tell you something, though.
Okay, what?
Waikiki Beach has got nothing on this.
Oh,
May I come in?
What if I said no?
I'd pull rank and say it was my house.
That's what I thought.
I know you hate me pressing you like this.
Then, Mason, don't do it.
If it was your father lying there, you'd want to know too.
Mason, I have nothing more to say.
All right, don't say anything. You just stand there and listen while I think out loud, okay? Now, since you're so reluctant to tell me, I have to assume it's a member of the family.
Mason, that's your assumption.
Yeah, maybe so, but it's a logical one. So let's start with Ted, okay? Ted's easy to dismiss. He's the eternal optimist. He's never believed Dad's condition was fatal anyway. Besides that, he's not capable of killing his own father, even if he thought it was the right thing to do. Also, he's with Sophia. There's 2 alibis, one for each of them. Kelly has an even better one. She was in the hospital with Nick.
I know all of this.
I just want you to understand that I'm not picking my suspect casually, that I'm not pointing the finger at Eden out of some warped need for sibling revenge. But it's easy to see that Eden's alibi is the weakest, isn't it? Even Gina has a better one. She was at the hotel with Brandon. Eden, well, the only person who can back her up is Kirk.
So?
So I don't think Kirk Cranston would exactly have to be coerced into protecting Eden.
Mason, you're making an awful lot of assumptions.
I have to. Nobody will tell me anything. What about you, Dad? Do you want to tell me who tried to do you in? Which of your nearest and dearest?
Mason, stop it. You're not going to make me feel guilty about keeping my word.
Well, why did Cruz make you promise, Mary? Did you ever wonder about that? Why he hasn't arrested anyone? You accused me of being too close to the situation, Mary. What about Cruz? You think he's being objective? I think he's just delaying the inevitable, praying that another suspect will pop up out of nowhere.
Mason, the other nurse is downstairs, ready to come on duty. I am off to the clinic. Don't follow me.
Wait over an hour. Costello, where you been?
For the 17,000th time, it's Castillo, and I want you out of here. We don't have an appointment.
What do you mean appointment? You know I show up in the middle of the day.
You show up whenever you want to. That's your idea of an appointment.
Look it. You don't want me around anymore. You just say the word.
Not today, okay?
Why? You want to do a big one?
You could say that.
We are talking big?
Might be called big, yet don't.
Hey, I'm curious. That's how I find things out. That's what makes the pearl shine, Inspector. It increases my value in the eyes of the law.
Yeah, well, the law will call you, my man. Do not call the law.
You forget the Robinson case already? You bagged and boxed that character thanks to me.
What, are we talking history? Listen, what the Robinson case? What, they got to do nothing?
Are you going to feed your face with, what is that? Is that pastrami?
This is liverwurst, man. They serve it at a little coffee shop 2 blocks down to the right, the same place you pass every time you come in here with your hands empty.
I wouldn't touch that stuff if I was starving. You ought to hang out at Buzz's place more often, man. I mean, now we deliver.
Yeah, but you don't do liverwurst. Well, get off my back, man. Let me have lunch. Whatever it is you're selling, I'm not in the market today.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be so sure if I was you. You know the little lady.
Who's that?
Name's Catwell.
Which Catwell?
What do you care? Eat your sandwich.
Hey, Pearl. Pearl. Which Catwell?
First name, Eden. Miss Eden Catwell. What's the matter, Cassie? Why don't you finish your sandwich?
Kelly's not here.
For God's sake, still I'm just about ready to call the cops. What's going on?
Don't worry about it. I think she got away.
From whom? Not Carlo.
We were at your place to pick up the photocopy of the map, and he busted in with one of his thugs.
Oh, my God.
Kelly had the copy of it, and she took it. Sam and I held them up as best we could, but they went out after her. I was thinking that maybe she would come here.
I was afraid of something like this. We were on the phone and all of a sudden she hung up. Dylan, you've got to go out and find her.
Sam is out there right now, and I'm on my way, brother.
Dylan, find her right now. So help me, I'll get out.
You are not going anywhere. I am going to find her. All I need from you is where you think she might be.
How did they find out about the film? How could he have known?
I don't know.
Hello?
Nick.
Kelly? Where are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, listen, I gotta make this real quick, though. Carlo sent some of his men after me.
Dylan just told me. I know.
Okay, listen to me. I'm afraid to come back into town, all right? I want you to call the police, tell them I've got the map, and I'm taking it to the ghost town.
Ghost town? Kelly, no.
Just listen, I can hide out there until the police round those guys up.
Kelly, listen to me. I want you to come back here, please.
Nick, don't worry about me. If you get the police on this, I'll be okay, all right? I love you.
Kelly!
Oh! Nick, what happened? Are you okay? Did you tear something?
Oh, get the doctor.
Hey, you get a doctor in here. My brother's hurt. And hurry. It's gonna be okay.
So, do you think Lover gets to Hawaii for real?
I don't care.
Good. You know, I'm going to take us everywhere. South America, Europe, Asia, everywhere. I mean, I want to say I want giant the whole world. That is if I ever get a job.
You will.
Yeah, I know I will. Somehow I'm going to clear my name in the chart. Not to mention, I'd like to find out what my real name ought to be.
Well, I'm very partial to Wallace now that it's my name. You're not thinking of changing it, are you?
Well, what would I change it to? I don't even know who my father is. Do you think I'll ever find him?
Oh, honey, does it matter? I'm hoping that you and Johnny and I will be so close and so happy that we'll be the family we always wanted.
Baby, you don't know what you're giving me. Here I am in this incredible mess of the locker, just, and all I feel is happy and really strong. Nothing's going to interfere with my family or the life we're going to build.
Do you think everybody feels like this when they're married?
No, only when they're married to me.
Do you think they feel like, well, pioneers?
Pioneers?
Oh, yeah, moving into new territory.
Oh, well, then maybe I should start picking this site and begin raising that crop right now.
Surrounded by, gunfires.
Yeah, I think I prefer gunfighters to Augusta Lawn.
Forget Augusta Lawn. Go back to the islands now.
Oh, yeah.
Eden?
I'm over here.
I've been looking for you. I called the house. I figured you'd be here. I hope you don't mind that I came.
It's all right.
Look, are you okay?
No. I'm sorry. It's just that Cruz found me here.
Did he question you? Well, baby, what did you say?
Well, he asked me if I'd taken my father off the life support systems, and I said no. I said that I hadn't gone near the machines, that I hadn't been near my father. Just one lie after another.
Look, sweetheart, you can't think about it like that.
I lied. Don't you understand that?
Eden, stop.
I'm gonna have to keep lying.
Eden, stop it. Don't you understand? You even said yourself you'd never have done it if you hadn't have been drinking.
No excuse. No excuse.
Eden, you have nothing to feel guilty about. You were only trying to do what your father begged you to do. Now, would he want you to go to prison for that?
I don't know.
Well, look, he is alive now. He wasn't harmed by it. You didn't do anything. I am not going to let you do this to yourself.
You didn't have to see his eyes. His eyes, Cruz's eyes, knew that I was lying.
What do you mean? How would he know? What are you talking?
He knew.
Eden, he has no proof, no witnesses.
This is not about legal technicalities. It is about that I stood here in front of a man that I was going to spend the rest of my life with, and I lied to him. I looked him in the face and I lied to him. And I knew that it was over. That it was over between me and him. would really appreciate it if you would leave me alone.
Listen, baby, I am too worried about you.
There's nothing you can do for me. There's nothing anybody can do.
I thought you said you weren't in the market.
Don't play games with me, man. I just want an answer.
Great, terrific. That's why I'm here. Answers for sale. So, let's talk business.
Listen, man, we're not talking business. I want an answer.
Wait a minute. Don't freak out on me. What is this? I'll tell you. But you ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it one bit.
Where's Nick?
Back in surgery.
Back in surgery? Why?
When he found out about Kelly, he went nuts, and it was all I could do to keep him in bed. He wasn't thinking. He knocked over the phone. He tried to grab it. The upshot is he tore the hell out of his shoulder.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
I think it's a little late for either one of us to be sorry, Sam.
No, I think we could be more sorry. I didn't find Kelly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I know where she is.
Where?
She called Nick and told him that she was going to some old ghost town that they'd been to once before. I don't know. When he gets out of surgery, I'm going to go after her.
Well, let's hope that Carlo's men don't find her first.
How did he know? How did he know that Nick took a picture of the map?
I've been asking myself the same question. Now, you and I and Nick, we were the only ones that knew about it, right?
Right.
Maybe the phone's bugged, or Kelly's apartment.
Or Nick's.
It's a good move. He's been listening. He's heard all he's going to hear.
You heard me say where Kelly was going. Me and my big mouth.
Hey. You got to think positive, man. There are a lot of ghost towns in this state, right? Who says that Carl's going to pick the right one on the first try?
I don't even know which one it is.
Girl, I lost her. Shh, quiet. I can find out just where she is. So, how my friends doing?
They're about to tell us just what we want to know.
Delivery for Duval?
Oh, delivery from where?
Sweets Fountain Cafe.
Oh, no, there must be some mistake. Well, that's my name, and that is the address. I know who sent this. Take it back.
What's the problem?
No problem. What's in there, anyway?
2 chili dogs, onion rings, a sarsaparilla float,
A
banana.
sarsaparilla? Are you serious? Oh, man, I'm crazy about these things. Wow. Wow.
Do you want to keep it?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Here, wait a minute. Thank you.
Looks good, whatever it is.
I was going to send it back.
What is it?
Mason, you really think that's all it takes, don't you? Armful of flowers, plate full of sushi, a sarsaparilla float.
Sarsaparilla, is that what it is?
Oh, don't play dumb with me, Mason. You know you sent this.
Wish I had.
What'd you do anyway? Hire a private detective to go through my yearbook? I mean, I wouldn't put it past you, of course.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, I need a lawyer. You know a good lawyer? Because I would like to report an invasion of privacy.
Maybe if I went out and came back in again.
Oh, no, don't bother, Mason, because, you know, anyone who would stoop to going through a yearbook to make a splashy gesture like this is not welcome here. So, did you go into my bedroom? Did you read my diary?
I didn't know you had a yearbook, much less a diary.
Oh, come on, Mason. I mean, how else are you going to know about sarsaparilla? Unless, of course, you talk to Mark personally.
Mark?
Mark. My old friend Mark. We used to go to this old luncheonette in Ventura, and, oh, they had the most incredible...
Sarsaparilla floats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it all sounds very, picturesque, but I assure you, I knew nothing about it.
Mason, are you going to stand there and tell me you didn't send me this?
I didn't.
Well, then who did?
Someone who was privy to your yearbook, I'd imagine.
Mason, I'm sorry. I just assumed you were trying to smooth things over.
Yeah, well, I am, but not with ice cream sodas. I thought you had a little time to think and that maybe you...
What, change my mind? No.
I don't understand why I mean less to you than the instructions of a police detective.
Oh, Mason, if you think that, you don't know me at all.
You make yourself very difficult to know, Mary. Sometimes I wonder if I should keep trying at all.
.381 Locust. That was the address. The guy helps her out of the car. Looks like she's pretty out of it. I mean, he practically has to carry her, right? They go inside, boom, lights go on, first floor. I checked the name on the mailbox. Cranston. Kirk Cranston.
Eden already told me that. You're not telling me anything I don't already know.
Well, you don't care what your lady does at night?
Will you keep your voice down, please? Come here. What I care about is when. Now, do you know what time they showed up?
Bit after 10.
Are you sure?
I got a brand new digital watch here.
Look,
it said 10:25.
Spare me your achievements. Could it have been earlier?
I know why you're asking. Somebody got the juices on the old man's breathing machines a little after 10, right?
Where'd you get that?
I read it in the papers.
I knew that. Pearl, please think. Could it possibly have been earlier?
Afraid not, buddy.
Damn.
What are you gonna do now?
I don't know. But I know what you're gonna do. Nothing. You spill a word of this to anybody and you'll be back making license plates. You catch my drift?
Come in, it's open. I'm back in here. And I will be right. Mark?
I told him put in 2 scoops of vanilla just like the old days.
Mark, it was you. Oh, I can't believe it. I thought you were in Chicago. I thought you were in St. Louis. Where?
I was in both places, actually. But listen, I read about your stepbrother and Christy and figured you've been through quite a bit, so how's everybody holding up?
Oh, better. I mean, it's slow, but it's getting better.
Yeah? You left the convent.
You read about that?
It was in the account of the trial.
Well, it actually didn't have to do with the trial or what happened to Christy. It was something that was coming for a long time.
No regrets?
No regrets.
And I'm glad. Well, it looks like you're doing something right.
Oh, I can't. What are you doing? You know, you haven't changed a bit.
Yes, I have.
What, you're still practicing medicine, aren't you?
Till I get it right.
So what are you doing here? I mean, what is it, a medical convention? What? Tell me about your life.
Actually, I'm afraid my story's going to have to wait till some other time. It took me a little longer than I thought I would to track this place down, and now I've got to go to a meeting. But can I come back tomorrow and we can talk?
Well, I won't be here in the morning because I have another job, but I'll tell you what. If you can come and pick me up because my car's broken, we can have an early lunch. How's that?
Great.
Great. Okay, I'll write down the address.
Actually, I already have it. Capwell?
Boy, you do your homework. Well, you always did.
It's great to see you, Mary. You don't know how great.
Well, it's good to see you too, Mark.
Tomorrow, first thing.
Great. Looking forward to it.
But it's your turn to supply the refreshments.
I tried to keep the incision small, but of course this will set him back a little.
I tried to keep him from going for the phone, but I couldn't stop him.
Well, it's too bad that he had to re-injure himself, but the surgery was minor. At any rate, your brother should be able to resume limited movement within the next few days.
So he's still in the recovery room?
He won't be back here for a while.
Doctor, listen, we've got to go away for a while.
Well, I'll tell him that I talked to you.
All right, we'll be back. And tell him that everyth's okay. Everything.
Hey, what's up with Nick? I heard there were complications.
Thanks, Doc.
What's going on? How much?
Nick went and opened up the wound on his shoulder. They had to operate on him again, but he's out of surgery. He's going to be okay.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. You know, I was explaining to your buddy yesterday how important it is for you guys to clean up your act now, because the next time somebody ends up in a hospital bed, somebody else is going to end up in jail.
Oh, sure, Cruz. Well, everything's cool, man.
Uh-huh.
Hey, listen, I was talking with Nick earlier, and he mentioned a ghost town. You know, we were talking about this ghost town that he and Kelly had went to before.
Near Lone Pine?
Yeah, that's it. Lone Pine, that was the name, right?
Mm-hmm. What about it?
Oh, I don't know. It sounded interesting. I thought that I might go up there and do some camping or something like that for a couple of days. What's it like?
Well, I don't know that much about it, Dylan, actually, except it's deserted, and I think Nick and Kelly spent some time in an old saloon there or something.
Oh. It just sounds great. Listen, I'll tell Nick that you came by, all right?
Yeah, tell him to give me a call when it's time for visitors.
Yeah, will do.
Inspector? Yeah, Mr. Williams, keep that boy out of trouble. All right, Dylan, what is it? Look there.
I think they've spotted us.
Okay, let's pack this stuff up and get out of here, boys. Come on.
Well, it looks like we got ourselves a peeping Tom.
Only his name isn't Tom. It's Carlo. Come on.
Oh, Cruz?
Mason, is Mary here? I want to talk to her.
No, she's at the clinic. I've been trying to talk to her myself, but she was singularly reticent to say anything. Why have you sworn her to secrecy about this, Cruz?
Well, it's customary in an investigation to not to reveal information until you have all the facts.
Oh, you have the facts, Cruz. You have plenty of facts. You just don't like them, so you're keeping them to yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mason. I really don't.
I've been doing a little research, Cruz. I know all about the fingerprints on the plug. The only clear ones were mine and Eden's. Mary's and the other nurses were smudged.
That information is confidential. How'd you get that?
I was a little surprised at how incomplete the report seemed, Cruz, considering how hard you've been working on it.
Did you bribe somebody, my friend?
Cruz, you wound me. Now, I want to know why Mary wasn't mentioned in that report. Did you not find that her observation was pertinent? She did see someone leaving the room.
It was a preliminary discussion. She hasn't signed a formal statement yet.
Why not?
I don't have to answer for you for the way I conduct my business. Now, this investigation has just begun.
Yeah, and in the meantime, whoever tried it could try it again. My father's up there, completely unprotected. You haven't even posted a guard.
I don't think that's necessary, really.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
I see. Well, what about Mary?
What about her?
She saw someone leaving the room. That someone may have seen her. That someone may want her out of the way before she signs a formal statement.
In my judgment, that's highly unlikely.
Maybe I don't trust your judgment.
Maybe the feeling's mutual. And while we're on the subject of formal statements, are you ready to give me yours? You want to talk about where you were when that equipment was disconnected?
I was in the study with Mary.
Oh, no, you weren't. Not the whole time, and not at the time the plug was pulled. You see, I told you I've been doing my job.
Well, Eden, we were just talking about you. By implication, of course. I think it's time we discussed what happened the other night, don't you?
I don't. I'm gonna go see my father.
Hello, Kirk. Bit abrupt, don't you think? I guess that's understandable.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I know that Eden says she spent that night In the apartment of the gentleman we just saw going upstairs with her. Interesting how he's become her constant companion. I wonder what the sleeping arrangements are at Kirk's.
Great album.
I hate to tell you, your eyes are focusing on the wrong place, okay?
I wouldn't say that.
No, the hands. It's all the hands. You know, the ancient tradition of storytelling through gestures.
Yeah, fine, but I've got some ancient traditions I want to discuss right now.
Oh, cool. Okay, don't wrinkle the grass. Okay, it's time for me to transform myself back into a wild and crazy California girl.
Oh, wow. Well, wherever you're from, you're cool. Yeah.
I wish we had a couple more days here.
Yeah, me too. But listen, the family's got to get some bread on the table, so I sure can find some work tomorrow.
I have an idea. Well, I think we should both go out and look for jobs, and whoever finds one first will take the 9-to-5 routine, and the other person will stay home with John.
You're not really serious.
From the Neanderthal army now, you're not going to put some women who shouldn't work routine.
No, of course not. I just think you're afraid that I won't be able to get a job because of all the bad publicity.
Oh, it's not going to help.
Amy, Johnny's a little baby. I mean, I think he wants to spend as much time as possible with his mother, and that I should work.
Well, who's to say they were sick?
I'm taking the job, Amy.
Oh, this is your subject disclosed face.
I'm serious.
No! Design. You can't get serious about anything. Give me here. Get closer.
Okay.
I guess they figured we spotted him.
Oh man, what's this?
Lens cover. I think we just made our film debut, pal.
No doubt he's been set up here since Nick went into the hospital. That's got to be the only way that they could find out about the map.
Let's take a look around and see if there's anything else.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
You quit clowning around. It's time for the Y formation. You take Carlo, I'll take Kelly. I'll tell you something, man. We better hope that Carlo and his gang of merry thugs still don't know where Kelly is, because she's got no idea of the kind of danger she's in. Either way, I've got to get up there to her. Make sure she's safe. Make sure the map's safe, too.
Getting ready to go home?
Yep.
Give you a lift?
I can get home by myself, thank you.
Yeah, well, I know that. I just thought, Mary, I'm here to apologize. I've been hounding you unmercifully. Can you forgive me?
Why? So you can continue hounding me?
I don't have to. I found out what I need to know.
You did?
Yeah, I was right all along. Saw the police report, talked to Cruz.
You talked to Cruz?
They came by the house looking for you.
He showed you the police report?
Well, no, I acquired it earlier. I told him what I had found out, and of course he couldn't deny it. I know now why you didn't want to tell me. It's not easy to tell somebody that their own sister attempted something like that. I do think Eden thought she was doing it for the right reasons, though.
Oh, Mason, I knew what a blow this would be to your family. Well, now you know.
Finally.
Oh, Mason.
What?
You didn't talk to Cruz. You didn't know. You just said that.
I did. I talked to him not an hour ago.
Yeah, well, he wouldn't confirm it. Not to you. Oh, I can't believe
No, look, Mary, wait a minute. It was the only way I could get...
No, Mason, it's not the only way. It's the only way you know. Deception. Well, that's the last time you're ever using it on me.
can you forgive me, Daddy, when I can't even forgive myself?
Eden, don't.
Kirk.
Lo siento. Quiero hablar con ella a solas.
Está bien.
Estoy tratando de entender esto. Todo lo que pasó aquella noche. Te enseñé la casa de la playa, hicimos el amor como nunca, fuimos a la fiesta, hubo una tormenta, y yo creí que el trueno había sido en mi corazón. Pensé que jamás te había visto tan maravillosa como con aquel vestido. Luego todo cambió. Y no puedo entender que un par de copas afectara a nadie como te habían afectado a ti. Fue entonces cuando me di cuenta de lo agotada que estabas por la enfermedad de tu padre. El sueño que habías perdido con todas aquellas pesadillas.
No quiero hablar de mis pesadillas.
Ya, y no te culpo. Noche tras noche, oyendo a tu padre pedirte que le mataras. Eso tuvo que haberte afectado profundamente.
¿Qué me quieres decir?
Sabes, yo traté de imaginarme haciéndolo. Me vi a mí mismo entrando aquí, solo, vulnerable, con él frente a mí en la cama, también vulnerable. Me vi caminando en silencio y desconectando el enchufe. No hubiera podido ni mirarme. Y luego atravesar la habitación, andando o corriendo quizás para escapar, saltando por la ventana. ¿Es así como sucedió?
No necesito esto de ti. Ni de ti, ni de nadie.
Stay with us here on the Entertainment Channel Sky 1 for more drama as we meet the bold and the beautiful after the break.